Hi guys, my name is Ashley. I am the owner or the creator of Coparenting Should Be Easy. This is just one of the many stories that I don't want to film, but it's kind of a necessity. I use this channel as my therapy, and I use this channel to hopefully help and inspire everybody else that's going through something out there as well. So if you guys want to be a part of that community, thank you. And I hope that I can bring some value to your world and offer some sort of guidance or inspiration of some sort. If that's the case, leave me a comment below. Let me know how I've helped. That way we can have a discussion and I can tell you how you've also helped me. Today we're going to talk about my mistakes and how to learn from them. Recently, a major trust was broken. I felt like I was actually entrapped. Basically, my ex and I were trying to co-parent, and I was trying to relocate to a close by state. Something that was very manageable. It's not like I was trying to move across the country or to a different country. And I had talked to him about it the whole time. So during our conversations, he seemed excited and he seemed eager. And so over a year of planning, I had submitted the court paperwork. Here's my mistake. And here's where I want you guys to learn from my mistake. In this submission to the court paperwork, I included one area, and it was a couple surrounding little towns. It was like neighboring little towns in a certain state. And so I had admitted to wanting to move to that state, and I didn't say that I had talked to my ex, and I didn't put the best interest factors. So here's a couple things that I messed up on. I did not get in writing any of our conversations besides our text messages, which might save me in the end. But when you're having a conversation about relocating, get everything in writing. Do not have a physical conversation with somebody or a verbal conversation with somebody and trust that they're going to stick with that, or they're going to want to carry forward with that, because sometimes minds change or things change. That's one thing I messed up. And whenever you're doing court paperwork, always list the best interest factors that are in your state. List it like a question form in school. So you have the best interest factor, and then underneath that you have your reason for that best interest. And then do that for every single factor on that list. That's where I messed up, because I didn't do that. Now, looking back and my planning forward, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I highly recommend to everybody else involved as well. Family court is a very stupid, touchy situation, and I'm noticing that across the country, there are so many parents that are going through these custody battles or these court battles where they just want to be understood. The situation needs to be understood. That one party is causing the conflict because they're not able to let go of the past and move forward, where the other party is able to move forward and is really trying to move forward but is unable to because of the other co-parent. In these situations, I want the courts and everybody involved in the court system to take a break and realize that not everybody is being vindictive, manipulative, or malicious in any way, shape, or form. Some people just really are trying to navigate the court system, and we don't know how. We don't know how because the court system makes it so impossible to navigate. Paperwork's not easy. Attorney's fees are expensive. We don't know how to fill it out properly. We don't know how to fill it out like an attorney. And then that ends up biting us in the butt. It's ridiculous the way that everything goes down. And so I think that we need a stronger system. I think we need reform. I think we need to actually listen to on a case-by-case basis instead of making excuses and making all of these biases. And I understand that we're all human and we all have biases. But at the same time, there are too many stories that I'm encountering that these parents are going through, whether it's the fathers or the mothers. They are going through these horrible situations with their exes. And they're not being heard, and they have to fight for years, and it takes money, and it takes time, and it takes energy, and it ages you, and it exhausts you. And it's not fair for the children to grow up in an environment where the parents are always at each other's throats and always fighting with each other over these court battles and attorney's fees and anything like that. So just be careful, because I almost had to pay attorney's fees. This fight costing attorney's fees for the other party's attorney is a little ridiculous, and all I wanted to do was move. But please be careful, list the best interest factors, get everything in writing that you possibly can. And unfortunately, that's the situation that's going on in the world. In these videos, I get comments all the time about, well, my ex is doing this, and my ex is doing that, and my ex is doing this. Well, and it's tragic, because there's similar situations to what I'm going through, and yet the courts aren't doing anything. Lawyers aren't doing anything. The public is struggling, and it's a money game. The family court is $1 billion industry, if not $1 trillion industry, and yet we don't know how to play that game. We don't know how to be a part of the system as concerned parents who want the best for their children and are struggling. There's so many situations that I'm in right now that I don't even know how to handle. I don't know how to talk about. I don't know what to do legally. I can't just talk to my ex. I can't just reach out and say, hey, let's put this behind us. I've tried that for 5 years and I've gotten nowhere. You do try to do these things on your own, just be careful. Learn from my mistakes, learn from others' mistakes. And that way you can move forward and do what you feel is right and what you feel is the best outcome for everybody involved. I know it's difficult, but hang in there. You guys can do it. We all can do it. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking through this one. It's very difficult for me that I want to share with you guys. But your guys' opinions really make surmountable difference to me as well. I didn't realize how much these comments and communicating with you guys is helping me get through my situations and learn as well. So do me a favor, guys. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Let's talk about everything below. That way we can start sharing ideas and taking notes and getting tips out there, sharing websites. I mean, let's share all of the information that we possibly can, because I have found it very helpful, and I hope that we can help each other grow. I cherish and adore you guys. You guys are so strong and inspirational as well. Please stay in touch. Hang in there. Reach out to me if you have any questions. But for now, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, stay strong, stay awesome.